Figuring stuff out. Hi. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cherry Cheeks. Giving Tuesday is coming up in just a short couple of days. This Tuesday, November 29th, is Giving Tuesday, which is known as a global phenomenon. It is a day where individuals are encouraged to donate, provide time, share meals, really giving what you can to support individuals and organizations. Today I'm going to be sharing 10, yes, count them, 10 burlesque related organizations and individuals that you can support. So with that said, I'm just gonna jump right in. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. First off, some of the people who I highly recommend you support and donate to and reach out to all year long, not just for Giving Tuesday, is our burlesque legends. For anybody who does not know, a burlesque legend is one of the trailblazers of burlesque. So at this point, they are considered anybody who has been performing before the 90s. Everyone after the 90s are legends in the making. Burlesque legends are the trailblazers who have been performing and have been walking the circuits. They had their own agents. They were really revolutionizing what it meant to perform and created the art form and innovated burlesque in so many different ways. We would not have burlesque today if it was not for the burlesque legends just working. They were not even doing burlesque for the sake of empowerment or the sake of creativity or expression like we do today. They were just working people. They were just performing for the sake of performing to get paid. Highly recommend, if you know any burlesque legends, reach out to them. Reach out to the Burlesque Hall of Fame. They are now accepting holiday cards to write to the burlesque legends that they mail out for you. So any way you can, I highly recommend you always connect with burlesque legends. Give them money so they can go get a massage, pay for their groceries, maybe support them if you live in the same town as them, and they will be really greatly appreciative. And speaking of our burlesque legends, there is a fantastic organization that has launched within the last few years called Burlesque. Burlesque is a non-for-profit organization who specifically supports our burlesque legends, and I highly recommend, if you can, to donate your money to them and resources if they are ever looking for more resources. There is so much good work that they do. They raise money for burlesque legends to get surgery, to help move into homes, to help get support, even just to buy groceries. Really, they are super connected to our burlesque legends, so I highly recommend that you reach out to Burlesque and support them as well. Next up is a couple of burlesque festivals. Ooh, what the funk? What is that? There are two burlesque festivals that I highly recommend you support, check out. The producer, Mix Pucks Aplenty, has done phenomenal work both in the local community in Seattle, the Pacific Northwest, and just the general burlesque community. The work they do is so impactful and so needed. They have two festivals that I highly recommend that you support. What the Funk Burlesque Festival, which is an all-performer of color burlesque festival in the Pacific Northwest, which is all around the theme of, you may have guessed it, funk.
They want this.
Yeah.
They know how important this is.
Yeah.
They know how historic this is. Anything that you put on this stage tonight, they're fucking grateful and lucky to see it and have it in their face.
And the second festival they are launching this year, coming up in 2023, is Burlesque Fest Northwest. I highly recommend. Both of those are phenomenal festivals that are doing incredible work with really amazing teams behind them. The Burlesque Fest Northwest is just finishing up this past weekend, or this weekend, if Saturday, if you're watching this. They are now finishing up a Kickstarter campaign to raise money and funds to help them launch this beautiful festival that is going to be happening. Otherwise, anything besides the Kickstarter, I'm sure Mix Pucks Aplenty is going to have many other fundraisers up their sleeves, so make sure to keep an eye on Mix Pucks Aplenty and support. And speaking about support and more festivals and also teaching is the Disabilities Academy. Minda May is one of the creators of this phenomenal organization. So the Disabilities Festival launched during the pandemic, and they are one of the only, if not only, shows and festivals that is still happening virtually online, and they are still doing virtual online classes right now as we speak. They specifically are geared towards supporting performers with disabilities. They work to be as intersectionally inclusive as possible, and their workshops are always themed around equity and inclusion and accessibility, even if it's something like giving face or using your hands or how to do reveals or costuming. The teachers they hire will be coming at a lot of the classes that they teach through an accessible perspective, and so I really highly recommend that if you can, please support Minda May and the Disabilities Festival and the Disabilities Academy. Anybody who knows me knows how much I will preach April O'Peel, patron saint of pizza. Anyways, enough about me praying to different performers. Performers of color. Support performers of color and BIPOC owned businesses. Many of us get super sparkly and shiny because of them, looking glass gems, so I highly recommend if you reach out to them. You can buy rhinestones from them in bulk, and they also have this program, Black Joy Sparkles. What Black Joy Sparkles is you can reach out to Looking Glass Gems and you can donate money to them, and these donations help them to send little gift certificates to Black performers and artists who might not be able to afford the sparkle, the shine. I have no rhinestones or sparkles to show right now because of my move. However, the struggle is real. Rhinestones can be expensive. They do phenomenal work with their business with making sure that their product can get into the hands of people who can't always afford it. And many of us just came back for the first year since the pandemic is BurlesqueCon. I have a playlist right here. Here. I'm lost all of a sudden. Right here, all about BurlesqueCon and what is it and how can you be prepared to attend. Long story short, BurlesqueCon is a non-for-profit burlesque organization. They are a burlesque convention that is focused on educational opportunities for performers. So every year in Seattle in November, they host a 4-day weekend where you go, you attend classes, some people teach, you attend events, there's peer reviews. They are taking a break for 2023 to completely revamp their platform and formatting, but they will be making a comeback bigger and stronger than ever for 2024, and they're always looking for donations and always posting about how you can support them, so make sure to check them out. And another burlesque organization that many of us are very familiar with is the Burlesque Hall of Fame Museum. Originally started as Exotic World from just a very, very small collection and dream of Jenny Lee, who was a burlesque performer and legend. She had this dream to create this museum and place for other performers to gather and recognize one another and get a chance to reconnect. Unfortunately, she did not have a chance to have the dream brought to life before her passing. However, her good friend and fellow burlesque performer and legend, Dixie Evans, took up those reins and brought the museum to life in Hellendale, California, on a goat farm nonetheless. There is now the Miss Exotic World competition, which was the launch of the museum to bring people in, to get them to come in. There's a long history behind that. There will probably be a video to talk about some of it, but there is definitely more on the internet that you can find. Now we have the museum in its current form in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it has thousands of collectible items and costume pieces and memorabilia from both burlesque legends that have passed, living, and burlesque legends in the making. There's also the Burlesque Hall of Fame Weekender that they produce every year in the summertime. The museum is always looking for donations and again, people to support. Go support them, donate money, donate time if you can. Otherwise, promote. I've named some very specific businesses, specific festivals, specific people. Who gets to be those people? Your local performers. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of burlesque performers across the globe who are working to uplift marginalized voices, to make space for themselves, to push burlesque and innovate burlesque and create community and equity and inclusion and accurate, authentic representation on those stages without tokenization. That is a lot. And it's a lot to do. And often those individuals don't get recognized nearly as much as they should. People of color, performers who are queer, people with disabilities, fat performers, performers over 40, burlesque legends, they often don't get recognized, or we have to work 3 times as hard as our counterparts with more privilege. So I highly recommend, don't forget about your local performers who are working. Support them, donate to their PayPals or Venmos or Cash Apps or whatever they have available on their social media, hire them in your shows, and also just like buy tickets to those shows. If you can't attend a show because you're not available, you can often sponsor a ticket and have that be available for somebody who's in the community who might not be able to afford to attend. And if not, then again, donate your time, donate resources, or just promote on social media, and make sure you do not forget about your local performers and producers. We work hard. And speaking of local, hi. I am the producer of House of Cheek Productions, which is an all BIPOC production company focused around burlesque and drag and some other performance arts as well. House of Cheek has been around since 2019, our launch of Shade, a night of colorful burlesque, which at the time was our city's first all BIPOC burlesque show. It is continuing on today. However, there are more and more BIPOC produced and all BIPOC shows going on my local territory in my local city, so that's super exciting to see. However, with my company and with my shows, we are launching our 3rd year of Shade, a night of colorful burlesque, happening this March 25th, and we are already starting to look for sponsors. So if you want to sponsor House of Cheek and Shade, and if you want to uplift the BIPOC legacy and help us create thriving opportunities for performers of color, not just mediocre opportunities, feel free to send me an email, reach out. All of my information, as well as all of the links and information of the organizations I mentioned before, will be down below in the description. There's my little self-promotion. And those are 10 organizations or people, 10 places that you can support this Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is coming up in just a couple of days from when this video will be uploaded. So if there's anyone that you want to see supported or that are burlesque related, whether it's an organization, a festival, a specific individual, please feel free to leave them down in the comments down below. And I really want to see who's out there, who is accepting donations, who has programs being offered right now for performers, and who is supporting each other in what ways. And with that, I will see you next time. Bye.